Howdy, everybody, and welcome to the New Experience All Talent podcast, where everything's professional except for taste and intros, apparently. Welcome to, what is now episode 1 now. What happened to the other episodes? We don't know. It's lost to times today. Today, starting off the actual series, I think it'd be the best to, choose the best, I would say the best guest we've had on for so long. I mean, keep in mind we've only had like 4 guests, but this one was kind of popular. Do you want to introduce yourself, Mr. Keep That In?
One second. Still looking through my lines. Mike just gave me the script like 5 minutes ago. I don't even know my motivation.
Your motivation is to help a friend record his podcast.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, are you gonna introduce me?
You're supposed to introduce yourself. Okay, today I've got only...
What an unprofessional host. Assuming I would introduce myself.
Excuse me. Did you not hear the intro? Play the intro back. Play the intro back, where everything's professional.
Play all of the intros back and all of the attempts.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to... Fuck!
Keep that as the intro.
No, I'm not.
Keep that as the intro, or I'm, like, copyright taking down the video.
How about... Okay, I'll keep it as the intro, but I'm cutting out this part where we argue about...
Keep it in.
Okay, we'll keep it in.
If any of this is editing, I'm never talking to you again.
Okay, but can I put this at the end, like as a little blooper reel?
Fine.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
How many times are you gonna count down?
Okay.
Keep this as the intro too.
3, 2.
Okay.
You
we're
love
back.
him.
And we're back.
You love him. You hate him. Your mom's attracted to him. It's your boy Mufasa.
Damn straight.
You want to introduce? Do you want to tell the crowd what you do, what your shtick is on anything?
Not really.
I swear. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to do all the talking here. So this is your boy, again, your boy Mufasa, twitter.com. I don't think he has anything else. Do you have anything else?
No. Don't follow my Twitter. This place is not a place of honor. You will find no rest or respite here, weary traveler.
Really? Then I think it'd be best if we you know what? Right now I'm gonna post a screenshot of your most recent like on Twitter. Right now.
I have no idea what that even is.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna check.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna put that in post production.
It's Night in the Woods fan art.
Alright. It's not as bad as I thought it would have been. Anyways.
What did you think it would be, Mike?
I don't know. Some sort of meme video or something like that.
Oh, I mean, probably, yeah.
Okay, so for people who aren't in the loop or aren't caught up on their yaboim Mufasa lore, this man right here, this Greek god right here,
Okay.
Yeah, this Greek god of sex appeal. He's a writer, as the forbidden.
That sounds like a slur.
A writer.
Yeah. I don't know, just anyone calling me a writer. I'm like, I don't know. It's like that. It's like the.
Shut the.
It isn't a slur, but it sounds like it to me.
I'm gonna bleep you out when you say that, so it sounds like. So when you say it, people are thinking you're actually gonna say a slur.
That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, and now people can think you're racist.
Oh God.
But
Can't believe you have Pringle as your first guest for your podcast.
I honestly can't believe it either. But back on main news, back on the main timeline. You know,
Are we ever on main news?
we have to be on the main timeline.
Are we ever on topic, Mike?
I don't think we are, mainly because we like to be a little foolhardy around here. You know, get up to mischief and stuff.
We like the jests and the jokes.
Yeah, the jests, the jokes, the jabs, you know. We're a bunch of little medieval jesters around here. Just here to make someone laugh. It doesn't really have to be anyone important. It can even be you. Yes, you.
You, the girl reading this.
Yes, you, the girl reading this. It can even be you.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw a random name out there, but I panicked.
Add one like in text to speech in like post.
Okay. I was gonna say Brennan Alberts, but that's actually just Brennan.
I can't believe we went 10 minutes before mentioning Bren.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No one knows who that guy is, unless something happens. It's literally only confined in a small little cube of lore. You know, the lore cube that everyone has in their own distinct friend groups.
I want to drop hints about his videos until someone discovers him.
Please don't.
It'd be kind of funny.
God, if you do, I'm gonna fucking put a gun to my head.
Anyway, it was a dark and stormy night in Kong Studios.
Shut up. I'm gonna put a gun in line. I'm gonna take a gun. I'm gonna take a revolver. I'm gonna take a bullet. I'm gonna put one in the chamber and fucking spit it. Anyways.
Damn. If you do that, I guess this podcast is never getting a part 3.
That's the only hope. Anyways, back on the main timeline, we've gone almost a solid 10 minutes without actually explaining what the actual fuck you do. So please, I am begging you, I'm on my knees, I am bowing my head repeatedly, I've got my hands clasped, and they're like shaking up and down, and I'm going, please, 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 and I want you to explain what you do, like, tell everyone.
Fine, fucking, I don't know, I write shit, I write, like, books and scripts and, like, screenplays, I guess. I don't know.
What do you mean, you guess?
I mean, I guess.
Are you, like, unsure that, like, you're the one who wrote those? Or, like...
Yeah.
If you didn't write
like
them, then who did?
Like I said last time, Mike, I don't ever remember writing anything. I drink and then I pass out and I wake up and there's a Word doc open on my computer.
You don't remember writing anything. Okay, let's let's talk about the biggest.
Okay.
Let's talk about the biggest thing that you don't remember, because as what I heard, the time frame 7 years, is a lot to not remember.
Yeah, it was a dark time.
It was a dark time. You remember nothing from when you were what 18?
Yeah.
up until now.
I can't believe you fucking dated me like that. You just carbon dated me.
Yeah, I did. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
I will, like, legit dox your entire birthday right here and right now, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
You in what army?
I don't need an army. You forget that I am very good with birthdays. So I can remember everyone's birthday.
Remember your mom's birthday, God?
Yeah, I do remember my mom's birthday. It's coming up next month.
Oh, what a nice son.
Yeah, of course. I would do anything for my mother. She is a very nice lady.
Don't I know it?
Alright.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about some projects you've been doing.
Do we have to?
I think it'd only be fair to a certain audience member that we that we do it, and that audience member is
there's one other person besides me and you who's gonna listen to this podcast.
Yeah, I know them very well. They're a dear old friend of mine. So I think we owe it to them at least to talk about at least some sort of creative projects or like your thinking behind them. But I think we should save the big juicy one for later. You already know what I'm talking about. So we'll talk about more of your one-offs. Like you said you write screenplays, right?
Unfortunately.
So let's talk about one of them. What was the one? Welcome to John's or something like that.
That was a stage play.
Same thing.
Definitely not.
See, that's how you know that he secretly cares about his craft, because someone who didn't care would not have corrected me. Anyways, let's talk about a little bit of Welcome to John's. You want to explain a little bit of the premise to Welcome to John's?
It's basically like a fast food, like it's like a stereotypical like fast food place, but something's fucked. A lot of my stories are just like thing, but something's fucked, honestly.
I have noticed that. Even the stories that you are not in complete control, something is fucked.
Yeah, it's just like something's just fucking like weird.
Something is weird. So do you want to explain what's weird about the little stage play at Welcome to John's?
Well, that would be a spoiler, wouldn't it, Mike?
You know what? It would. So might as well. You know what? I'll you've linked me to the video reading, so I'll just put up the entire. I'll put up the entire video.
Do not put up the entire thing.
Put up the entire video right now.
Okay.
Anyways, well, if you don't want that as a spoiler, is there any other projects that you wouldn't mind, giving a little like sneak peek, a little spoilage? Spoiler.
One screenplay that I, was actually a screenplay. I wrote not last semester, the semester before. God, that was a year ago at this point. It's what did I call it? I called it Fake Estate. It's about these twin real estate agents who are like rivals, and they go out to like the country to like try and like sell this house.
Right.
But like but again, something is fucked.
What's fucked about this one, if you don't mind me sharing? Or is that like another spoiler?
No, well, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like, Um, you know John Carpenter's The Thing?
Yes.
The house is The Thing.
Oh, so it's like Monster House.
Sort of.
Okay. I'm glad you kind of agreed on me with that.
Yeah.
I was scared that
But
you're gonna like lash out at me or something. Like, no, nothing.
No.
It's nothing like Monster
You're
House.
so stupid.
You're so insanely
Big
stupid.
dummy.
Started pointing at me and started crying. You're stupid. You're stupid.
But yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's honestly that's the general vibe of the things I write.
Okay. Oh, I almost sneezed there.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So it's fair to say that you've been writing for quite a while now.
Yeah.
You want to tell you want to give some behind the scenes on like any like struggles you like might have faced, because like I, for all intents and purposes, I'm not a writer, nor will I ever be one.
You write.
I write sometimes, but like that's not the thing I know. I'm not. It's not the thing I'm known for.
I mean, well, yeah, but you still write.
I mean, I kind of have to, because I literally can't afford a writer for my comic book, so I technically have to fulfill that podium, I guess, or stand.
Yeah, but no, I guess you could say I'm the more experienced writer, if you want to call it that.
Hey, that's experience. That's the name of the show.
Okay.
Anyways.
Anyway, go to your little notes and ask me your little questions.
I literally asked you a question, and you're like, "Well, being experienced," and you didn't answer.
I wasn't paying attention.
You didn't answer like what's like the biggest pitfall that you like normally find yourself like facing every time you're writing or something.
Yeah. I'm really good at starting things. I'm not good at ending them.
Ah, okay.
Even like long-running projects, like at least half of the drafts are just like I stop halfway through, because I am like I want to take the story in like a different direction. I'm like, oh, it'll just be easier if I stop now and then rewrite everything. Plot twist: it's not easier. That is not a good idea. Do not do that. But yeah, so I guess that plus I'm not a very I'm not fast at writing. Like I can't write a lot in a day or I'll burn myself out really fucking quick.
Alright.
I'm more of a long distance writer, I guess.
Ah, okay.
I'm like I'm the opposite of Gimli in Lord of the Rings. I'm not a natural sprinter. I can't believe I just made a Lord of the Rings reference. That's how you know I'm a fucking dweeb.
Yeah, we know. So this is where we fucking activate the goddamn dweeb alarm, cause I didn't understand that reference, not one bit.
Mike, we've already established that you don't watch movies, so.
I watched the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's just that I watched them back to back, and that was not fun for me.
That's a terrible idea.
Exactly.
Anyone who does that is a sociopath.
Exactly. I was like 13 or 14, and my friend had this uncle who's like really like, if you can describe D&D nerd from like the 90s, but now grown up. That's
one of those.
Yeah, that's how you would. That's how this man was, and he was like, I want to make a family event where we all watch the all the Lord of the Rings movies, because I think like the third one came out to Blu-ray or something like that. I'm not completely sure around that time. So naturally I was invited because I was hanging out with this kid a lot at the time, because you know at that time like moving to junior high to high school, like your friend group like changes so fucking much. You're hanging out with fucking different people. So this is like one of my like transitional friends where like I was like moving from one friend group to another, and like this was on the way moving to another friend group, and he was like, oh yeah, since you said you're like a nerd and stuff. I'm like, yeah. You're like, oh, you should watch the Lord of the Rings movie with us. I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. I bet I'll only be there for like a couple hours, and boy, was I wrong. I was there for more than like yeah, I was there for like more than 10 hours, and I fucking felt horrible because like I was
Was it the extended editions too?
Yes.
Ooh, that's I feel like my balls just shrunk.
And I'm getting,
it's like that is too much Lord of the Rings.
It's
not gonna
so
lie.
I got this friend, we'll call him Jordan because that's his actual name.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's okay. He doesn't watch my stuff. He's not really into the whole media, the whole podcasting thing if it doesn't like revolve around his interests. And I can guarantee you a fucking podcast called No Experience All Talent will not catch his interest.
No.
But yeah, he is such a big Lord of the Rings fan, and he told me he has a tradition where 3 times a year he will go out and binge the entirety of the Lord of the Rings trilogies. And like he says, like for the exact words, he says, I cannot wait for those days enough, because apparently he watches those things religiously. It is.
I mean, Lord of the Rings is good. It ain't that good, goddamn.
It is crazy, because if you can get to because he's weirdly like, how would I say it?
Neurotic.
Not neurotic. You know those people...
Psychotic?
Not psychotic either. You know those people who live in the like literal absolute fuck nowhere? There's like no other houses. It is literally just like stupid fucking like forage, like trees, deserts, fucking mountains.
Country bumpkin.
Yeah, he's the most country bumpkin motherfucker I know without being country bumpkin. It is so fucking wild. He loves going hunting, camping. He loves going. He loves being like in the outdoors. And like it's also very fucking weird because he lives in like, well, I should specify that I don't live in that much of a populated area. I live in bumfuck Idaho. But when I say he lives in the bigger, he lives in like a big, like the big city, I'm talking about like something like Twin Falls, which is apparently not that big.
You're talking like has a stoplight.
It has more than a stoplight. It's like a regular ass town. Because
so it has a stoplight and a church.
Okay, we're like the second most Mormon populated state. We're literally only right behind the Utah, which is not that great.
Nice.
But yeah,
you do a lot of soaking in your spare time, Mike.
I think it's known that I'm not religious in any sort of way.
Good, that was a test you passed.
I'm surrounded by Mormons Mufasa. I know what soaking is.
Yeah, that's why I asked. That was the joke.
Yeah, I know. That's so fucking stupid. Anyways, I remember when I was talking about how small this town was. I was like, oh yeah, that's the big city. But apparently, one of mutual acquaintances, he goes, we'll call him Eric because that's his actual name.
Nice.
He was moving from state to state. Yeah, no problem. I can guarantee you he's not gonna fucking watch this podcast.
I mean, I don't care. I think it's just funny.
Yeah, I like name dropping people. What? Literally, if I know someone's gonna watch this podcast, I would not name drop them by their actual name. Why do you think I've been calling you Mufasa? Well, that's mainly because it's a nickname. Because I know your actual name. But yeah, he was
But do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
He was moving from state to state, and he was like, yeah, I was going through Idaho. I was like, yeah, I'm from Idaho. I was like, oh, dude, where are you from? Like, oh, I'm from a very small city. We're not even on, like, from the map. He's like, oh, I went through this, like, small little town. I was like, oh, a small little town? Do you mean, like, something like Oakley? Or, like, Hayburn? Or something like that, where like the population's under 1,000. No, he's like, it was something like Twin Falls or something like that. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, it was like really small. It was really small. It was kind of cool. I'm like, oh. And that's how you fuck over my whole entire worldview right there. I'm like, small town.
Mike officially lives in Twin Falls.
Yeah, I now officially live in Twin Falls now. Sure, we'll start up that rumor.
That's crazy.
It could be worse. I could be living up north in Idaho. That's where the real racists are. Like, we have, like, down here is casual racism, but like up there is like competitive racism.
Okay, I was about to make a competitive racism joke. Shut up.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't believe fucking you stole my joke.
Same brain.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, but cut the story short. I don't know why I went on this tangent.
I don't know, we were talking about Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yes. Oh yeah, we were talking about Jordan. He's the most country bumpkin motherfucker out there. Fucking watches the entirety, like, full extended versions and all 3 times a year. And that is too much for me. Now,
yeah.
I can appreciate a good series, like a good long series. That is fine for me. But like, natural breaking points need to be set, or else
yeah, all in one sitting is like, that's yeah.
That's usually why I'm like a big advocate for shows and usually not movies, because like it's much easier to complete like an episode than it is to like complete like an actual like series of movies. Because I could be like, oh, I could just watch these 2 episodes and they'll all be done. But like if I go like, okay, I need to watch fucking let's go with this list that my buddy Nate got me. Let's say I needed to watch Ferris Bueller, and then Fantastic Mr. Fox, and then Baby Driver, and then I'll be done for the day. That is like 6, maybe 7 hours of content that I can't really pause through in between, which is not fun, because like, I'm not sure if you've ever like stopped a movie, gone to do other shit, and then come back to finish the movie, because like it just takes you out of it so fucking hard.
I mean, I have the actually, that's funny because I have the opposite like thought process. I like when I see shows and they have like 4+ seasons, I'm like, I ain't watching all that shit. But I see like a hour-and-a-half movie, I'm like, I can do that. So I don't know.
I mean, like, that's another thing. That's because, like, the movie's, like, gotta be shorter, because four plus seasons is a lot. I'm usually...
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm usually, like, not one for, like, picking up shows or, like, series or movies, unless, like, you have to be really good at, like, convincing me, because, like, I'm very stubborn, because, like, a lot of that time I could be doing something else. It may not be productive, but it could be do something that I chose to do. Because
Like Stardew Valley.
yeah, like Stardew Valley. Fuck Stardew Valley, by the way.
Can't believe Eddie put the fucking Stardew Valley curse on us.
Literally. Anyway.
He literally hexed us.
You will only play Stardew Valley for the next 2 weeks.
So true.
So true. Speaking of Stardew Valley, this is for all my homies that hate Mayor Lewis. Fuck you, Mayor Lewis. I hate you.
Okay.
I hate you so much.
We all know why you don't like Mayor Lewis, so...
Listen, we don't need to get into all that.
Yeah. Just because he's, dating... Well, secretly dating, a certain character that you can't romance.
We don't.
That has, of course, obviously, that has nothing to do with it.
It's got nothing to do with it. He's a political figure. I'm not really a big.
That is true.
I'm not the biggest fan of authority. That's totally the reason why I don't like Mayor Lewis.
Yeah, no other reason.
Yeah, no other reason. No other reason.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, while we're here, get fucked, Clint.
Yeah, fuck Clint. Me and my homies hate Clint.
Literally.
Go back to Reddit and type stuff no one will ever see.
Go back to Reddit, Clint.
I can't believe you didn't get my reference.
What did you say?
I said go back to Reddit and type stuff no one will ever see.
Okay. I can't believe Mike really was the nerd the whole time.
I was, and Clint was indeed the geek.
Yeah. Literally. Oh, damn, when... I was about to say, I can't believe Stardew Valley got a Best Buy, but that's just the Joja Mart.
Yeah, that's what happens when you complete all the Joja Mart quests. You get to use their store as a music video.
You get in a rap battle with Clint in the Joja Mart. Anyway, now that we've ostracized all of the listeners that haven't fucking played Stardew Valley.
Don't worry. We've only ostracized one viewer. I mean, it's still our only viewer, but we've only ostracized one viewer.
True.
But it's all goofs and gaffs here. So now that we've had a little time to be a little foolish, a little mischievous, a little gooey.
Get off topic again.
I think it's more than fair to come back to topic. Talking about like another next project. I think this is your next biggest one. I believe what you said. Besides the 7-year hunk of meat that we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Beeville. Beeville, I absolutely adore Beeville. I would love to hear your little thought process behind Beeville and all its little quirks and stuff.
So Beeville started with Penn. And it was it actually started as a writing prompt back when I was in community college. It was like write like superhero origin story or something, and or like a supervillain origin story. I don't. It's something to do with superheroes.
Okay.
And I kind of wrote like a prehistoric version of Pen as like sort of a like her brother like died at birth or whatever, and he was supposed to be a superhero or something like that.
Okay.
So she was like living in a world where it was like overrun with bad guys or whatever. And then that kind of evolved to like her being the supervillain. But then like with like Beeville as it is now, I kind of just dropped that and just made it that so that it's still like, I don't know, weird supernatural stuff going on, but she's just like a regular person. So,
Alright.
yeah.
This is actually the first time I'm hearing that originally Beeville was supposed to be like some sort of superhero kind of story.
Yeah, that's deep lore.
If you don't mind, I would very much want to get into that. Like, were there any?
It was like a page.
Oh.
It was just like a writing prompt that we like did for 30 minutes or whatever.
Okay, so there's like no like.
There's no overarching anything for it. It's just like, yeah, it was just that original one, and then I had like 3 other like short little bits.
Okay.
And then basically from that we start with Beeville proper, which, you know, obviously you've read.
Yeah, which is insane to hear because I also have my own 2 comics set in different kind of, I guess, vibes or worlds or fucking whatever, and there's a running joke between me and this man right here that is that we're going to eventually do a crossover with one of them. And like, yeah, and it's surprising to think that like if you went down that like tunnel hole, we could have been doing a crossover with my other comic instead, and so like that literally would have been it. We could have made we still
the Doodler and Sketch crossover.
Yeah. So no matter what hole you went through, fucking, we were gonna have a crossover, no matter what universe it was.
Literally.
Dude, that's like fate or something like that.
So true.
Okay, so it's about this character Pen or Penny or Penelope.
Or Penelope. Or Penelope Priscilla, or whatever the fuck you want to call her.
Whatever you want to call her. You want to give us, a little rundown of like character, how she's like, maybe like a little touch, maybe a little summary or expose. I actually don't know words, so we'll just say I said summary instead of, her like a day-to-day life.
You want to play Scrabble again, Mike?
No.
Anyway, so Pen is, she's basically, she's a stoner, and she's like a kind of pessimistic, like, those people that you thought were cool in middle school? She's one of those people.
Alright.
And what is it? It's her 19th birthday. On her 19th birthday, she gets like cursed so that like weird, like funny little quirky little like objects keep showing up and just doing weird shit in her life. And she's like trying to get through college and like has a band and everything. And so she's just kind of trying to juggle all that. So that's basically and you never,
I've gathered context clues, but I haven't really gotten like a definitive answer of like what exactly this like curse was. If you don't mind asking, like at least like what's the source of the curse, or is that like more of a spoiler-ish territory?
Not really. It's so on her birthday, she gets this like quarter that has a hole in the center. And that's like basically like the origin of it. It's just like she can't get rid of it, and like having it around keeps like attracting all these other like weird like objects to her. And so yeah, that's basically it. I don't know.
Okay, so it's this quarter that's causing this weird weird phenomenons to
this tomfoolery we can say.
yeah, this tomfoolery happening around her. All right. Now that's I very much enjoy this series, and that was a nice explanation. Do you want to get more not give more of a do you want to go deeper into maybe some of the other characters that partake in the
all right, I know you want me to talk about fish. I'll talk about fish.
I love me some fish, maybe some Roscoe.
We have a little fish, little Roscoe.
Yeah, a little fish, a little Roscoe on the side.
Yeah. So yeah, Fish is her like basically her best friend since middle school. He is like the party animal, but he's also like successful in like school and sports and everything. And his nickname is Fish because he's like on the swim team, and his dad is like an Olympic swimmer, and he's like pretty well off. And yeah, but he's like a total bro. He's like the most bro person you'll ever meet.
Shout out to Fish.
And, shout out to Fish, yeah. Fish is really, he is the lad.
He is the fish.
He is the lad. When you look up the lad in the dictionary, you'll find Fish there.
Oh my god, there he is.
There he is. Not fake.
Not fake.
Anyway, I don't know who else to like talk. I mean, there's like.
I literally said a little Roscoe on the side.
I guess you said Roscoe. I mean, Roscoe's. he's like this super talented musician. He's like the musician of their band, and he plays like the saxophone, and he's like he used to be a jock. He would have like gone pro, but he fucked up his leg like his senior year of high school, so now he just does music.
As most ex-high school jocks go, it's always like some sort of leg injury.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, and he this is a little lore that you don't know yet, Mike, because I haven't finished writing his episode.
Ooh, so
he's like he likes collecting and restoring antiques and stuff.
That's adorable.
Yeah, so he's just a kind of a like he's basically a himbo. He's the himbo character.
Shout out to Roscoe.
Shout out to Roscoe.
And I believe there's...
And then there's...
how many other characters?
There's Nina, there's Daisy and Constance, and...
The twins.
The twins.
So that's 5 more characters, which is... Does it get like a little confusing when you have like a different kind of like characters kind of interacting with like the main character Penelope, with Ben?
Well, I kind of like, I keep them like, throughout the episodes, usually I keep them like separated, like it'll just be like like 2 or 3 of the other characters in a certain situation.
All right.
So, yeah, that's why I kind of like refer to them as like the episode. Like there was the Nina episode,
Yeah, of course.
the cult episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I ever tell you my inspiration for that?
No, I would love to hear it.
So, for context, for the viewer in the room,
Mm-hmm.
this episode, the character Nina, she's basically not like a modern witch or whatever you want to call it. She's in a cult basically. And she recruits Pen and Fish to like steal a bunch of like farm animals from the surrounding like area to like use at their like whatever cult meeting that night. And the idea came from, I was driving through like the countryside. I don't remember why. I think I was going to get like Chick-fil-A or something. And I saw like these chickens just in someone's front yard, and I thought to myself, I could just stop like on the side of the road and I could take one of those chickens. Yeah. And then I thought to myself, that would be a great idea for a Beeville episode. And so I did it.
And that's why Mufasa has a chicken in his room.
Yeah, you might hear it later. It is sleeping right now, but you know, later on you might hear a little cluck cluck.
That's actually pretty funny. I know, like it's those weird inner thoughts that pop in from every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember I was getting my gas filled, and I was looking at this one chick, and she was getting her air tire pumped, because there's like a little like air hose right next to it.
Yeah.
But she like kept her like car on and running, and and like her door was still open, and like in my mind, I was like, I could just get in her car and just like drive away. What is she going to do about it?
That's what happened. That's how my uncle got his car stolen.
Really?
Yeah, it was at a gas station for some reason. He left it running, and someone just got in and drove away.
Damn.
Yeah. And then later, it was like a month later, he had his motorcycle in his driveway, and it was like taken apart. Someone had like, and someone stole it. They couldn't even drive it away. They just took like the taken apart motorcycle. That
is astounding that someone would do that much work just for a motorcycle.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like, it didn't even run. Like,
yeah.
30% of the pieces were missing.
You need like another, like a vehicle to carry it off without being noticed.
Yes.
And like at that point, why would you steal like another motorcycle? You have a working fucking vehicle.
I don't know. People are weird.
People are weird. Like people who take chickens out of other people's yards. But you know, that's neither this nor there.
That's not that weird. Okay, let's be reasonable.
Let's be reasonable. I can hear you shift over to cover your little chicken's ears.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll leave the little land of weirdness that is Beeville, and you know, I think it's fair. It's been cooking in the slow cooker for almost the entire episode. I think it's fair to jump into the big old meat and potatoes of it. Let's talk about Magicians No More, your longest running project that you've had working on.
The official title is Joshua and Friends.
Oh yeah, how could I be so I'm such a fake. Yeah, I'm such a fake fan. I'm so sorry.
So true.
Yeah, please tell us more about Joshua and Friends.
Well, like Mike has alluded to, Joshua and Friends is a project. It's a book that I've been working on since fucking high school. For 6 or no, yeah, like 7 years at this point. God, it's I'm looking for agents. Hopefully it'll be published within the near future.
Near future.
God, I'm so fucking tired.
I can hear that. I can hear that pain in your voice. That like trying to get this thing published is not that fun because, as you said, you've been trying to look for an agent so you don't have to do like most of the heavy lifting. Because like you could like you can like publish it through like almost anything, but then you'd have to do your own marketing, your own.
I was about to say I could self-publish, but no thanks.
Yeah, which runs with marketing, getting things to stores, and yada yada yada, and so on and so on.
Yeah, print. Yeah, honestly, doing my own marketing is just the killer for me. I hate that shit.
How do books get marketed? Because I don't usually see like commercials or like ads about them.
It's like social media or like in like bookstores and libraries and stuff, getting reviews is a big thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like things like that, or like book tours or signings, and yeah, just that kind of shit.
Okay, so it's a lot.
I don't want to be
kind of.
yeah, I don't want to be fucking Riley from National Treasure 2, just sitting in a bookstore waiting for someone to come up to me. That is like my worst nightmare.
Come on, we need that, Mufasa. We need that. Me and this audience member that's listening right now, we already know. We already know.
Okay.
This audience member is a very big fan of your work. We're going down there, and we are going to get our signed hardcover copies of. I'm sorry, I almost called it Magicians No More again. Joshua and Friends.
Yeah, watch your tone.
Watch right down.
Yeah, but should I talk about like I don't know, what should I talk about it about? I'm good with words, trust me.
Yes, please go more into detail about like what exactly is Joshua and Friends. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would love to know.
I'm sure they would. Joshua and Friends is it's basically bounty hunters for wizards is the general gist. And like the big like I don't know, not twist, but like the I guess the premise is these like magical bounty hunters. Well, they're not magical, but the bounty hunters for the magic people have to work with a magic person to stop an even bigger and badder magic person. So that's like that's kind of the premise.
So it's the two sides combining and take down a bigger force.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna take. I wonder how they're going to take down the evil force. I bet it's gonna be very good.
I wonder how they're gonna take down the D&D big bad stand-in.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be like the end of the campaign where everyone, where all the things, all the characters are gonna be tied up at the end of the book, and it's gonna be fantastic when they finally take down that big bad.
Yeah.
But thanks for the just like gist of the I guess plot. I think it'd be only fair to do what we did with Beeville and like just run it down like a couple of the characters in it. So let's go down with the the man of the hour. Let's go with Mr. Joshua Slaughter.
Oh boy, everyone's favorite. And by everyone, I mean the one viewer we have.
Yeah, the audience member.
the one audience member. They just stood up from their seat and they're clapping wildly. It's kind of distracting. Anyway, if Joshua Slaughter is if Shadow the Hedgehog had a human Sona, basically.
I think the audience member would like a little more clarification to that statement.
Okay. He's what did I say in that one picture? He's rude, he brewed, he cook food. He's just he's like the archetypical anti-hero, except for that no one actually takes him seriously, and he just pouts about it. So yeah, I don't know. That was my one caveat for writing an edgy character, is that no one took him seriously. So I don't know.
Honestly, it pays off because
that's the thing. This man's just taking L's the entire book because no one takes him seriously.
Yeah.
So
I've read my fair share of novels with brooding, edgy protagonists, and every time they get their way, or they're like, oh, this plan's gonna work out, it just now seems kind of wish fulfillment with a little bit of wishful self-inserts, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I really wanted to avoid. I wanted to make him he thinks he's so cool, but he's such a loser, and that was my goal. So thankfully, I think it worked out like that.
Yeah, honestly, I think the character of Joshua Slaughter is a very well-written character. I know before I was pushed to read the entirety of Joshua and Friends by a certain audience member, I memed on him a lot.
Yeah.
But after reading his entire story, I gotta say, one of the best characters, in my opinion, that I've...
one of the characters of all time.
Yeah, one of the characters of all time. I absolutely love everything. Not everything about him. There's some things that are questionable, but I absolutely love
his fantasy racism.
Yeah, maybe. That I probably can't see past. But honestly, it's a nice, refreshing take on the Bernstein broody, angsty bounty for hire and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
We very much appreciate it. I've been sucking off Joshua for far too long. Let's go talk about another character. I'll let you choose this character. Who do you think you would love for the audience member to know about in the story?
I mean, if we're talking about Joshua, we have to talk about Melody.
Okay.
So, Melody is the aforementioned magic person that Joshua and his crew have to work with to beat the
big bad.
The big bad, yeah. The generic Dark Lord. Wizard guy.
The Dark Lord.
Yeah. Or the Dank Lord. Ayo.
Ew.
Anyway, now I just have a image in my head of him smoking weed. Anyway, so Melody is, she's, what did I think I was describing it to, Salad was talking about her OCs one time, and she was like, oh, I don't know, they're kind of silly, and I was like, Salad, I wrote a story about Shadow the Hedgehog's human Sona, and what did I say?
I don't
Melody
know.
was the Atla, the last Airbender knockoff that looks like Merida from Brave. Like that's like she's like, you know, nature magic, whatever. And she's like, she is she's an internet troll, basically.
Just a
She's like
mischievous little lad.
she gaslight, she gatekeep, she girl boss, basically.
All right.
She's very like she's yeah. I don't want to like. She's not like smug about it, but the fact that she isn't smug about it makes it all the more insufferable, I think.
All right.
But yeah, she's just kind of like she's a little trickster. She's a little tricky. She's a little goofy.
A little goofy.
And yeah, her and Joshua's like relationship dynamic is kind of the through line of like the plot and like their character arcs, basically. So, and it took a lot of tries to get it right. Like, yeah, Melody is not the same character she was, like, at all. Joshua mostly stayed like at least the same general,
Relatively the
like
same.
archetype, yeah. But Melody changed so fucking much.
And honestly, that's pretty cool that we ended up on a Melody that's featured in the story, because she is a very fun character. I love seeing her interactions with like Joshua and every other character in the book, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like she's always got like something going on.
Yeah,
I think, and it's like that, like I guess the big like through line of the book is like, cause like I don't want to give it away. Anyway, like I guess the big through line of the book, it like, is she trustworthy? Like, why is she doing what she's doing? And I don't know. Like she's one of my, I dare I say one of my favorite characters I've ever written. I don't know. There's just like so much to her that I like.
and honestly, I couldn't blame you. She's all that and a bag of chips. But unfortunately for us,
and she's also just like fun to write. But anyway.
I can tell that you've had like a nice time writing her. She seems very again, very goofy, very gaffy, very baffy, very daffy.
Very Laffy Taffy.
Very Laffy Taffy. But unfortunately, every piece of Laffy Taffy gets eaten, and the wrapper is left. And unfortunately, that's this podcast right now. As we draw to our time.
No. I can't believe there were no Rick and Morty RPs in this. I feel ripped off.
Yeah. How dare we? How dare
we talk about the subject that we came in here to talk about?
How dare we talk about the subject and not go into other details about Justin Roiland hunting us down because we keep on making fun of him, or about this image right here that you love simping over so
Shut
fucking
up.
much.
Okay.
But
fans of the series, deep lore fans will know what image we're talking about.
Oh, don't worry. New fans will know, because I post as soon as I said this image right here. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna put the image up right there.
Perfect.
Yeah, no problem. But before we go, do you want to say anything else to the lovely audience, the one audience member we have that's in the crowd?
Live fast, eat ass.
I love that's a reasonable quote, but I believe there's a quote that you live by.
What? Drink every night?
Nah. There's this movie that we watched together, and this one character says a very a quote that sticks to you. I believe it went something like, "These hoes, these nuts, and a ball jack." Anyways, thanks for listening to the No Experience All Talent podcast. I've been Mike the Doodler. That has been Mufasa at yaboimufasa at twitter.com. I hope to see you all, I don't know, maybe next week? I don't fucking know.